You can read more about many of the stories in this week's show in the current issue of Mohawk Valley Living magazine, available the first of the month at hundreds of advertiser locations and online at mohawkvalleyliving.com. Tune in to the new MVL Marketplace, a local business billboard TV show featuring all of our advertisers, plus local trivia and music by local songwriters. Every Sunday at 8 a.m. and 11:30 p.m. on Fox 33. The Steet Ponte Auto Group in Yorkville and Herkimer and Turnbull Insurance Service since 1866 present Mohawk Valley Living, exploring the arts, culture, and heritage of our region.
Good morning and welcome to our 500 episodes of Mohawk Valley Living. That's incredible. We've enjoyed every one of them, and we hope that you have too, and that you'll stay tuned for what will be the beginning of perhaps our next 500 episodes.
Later in the show, we present the MV Filmmakers Showcase, featuring local productions by amateur and professional filmmakers.
I came rolling down the hill, down into the Mohawk Valley. Train pulled into Union Station. One passenger was I who chose to stay. Drums along the river.
Thomas Proctor has been gone for almost 100 years by now, but if you look around the city, you can see evidence of his impact everywhere still today. He was the benefactor that provided the land for no less than 7 parks in the city. He was the one that influenced the Olmsted firm to come here to develop Utica's park system. He served on the boards of banks, businesses, not-for-profit organizations. He was a president of so many different charities around here, it's hard to list them all. He was the president of the Oneida Historical Society between 1897 and 1899. With his wife Mariah, they endowed buildings and land that is now used for the Utica Public Library. They were the ones that backed the House of the Good Shepherd and so many other businesses and organizations. So hard to overstate his impact.
The World Through His Lens, Steve McCurry Photographs, will take you for a trip around the world. The Museum of Art at Munson Williams is the only place to see this stunning collection.
Well, the museum always wants to bring diverse exhibitions and diverse experiences to our region. And with the Steve McCurry exhibition, we saw that there was a wonderful combination of the artistry of his amazing photographs, but also that we could make that connection with our local region. We started working with the McCurry Studio about 3 years ago and working with them to bring an exhibition to Utica, but not an exhibition that they've ever traveled elsewhere. This is an exhibition unique to Munson Williams Proctor. And what we wanted to do with this exhibition was, as much as we could, pull photographs from Steve McCurry's 30-year career that related to the refugees that have come to our area over the last 30 years as well. So through the Portraits of Hope exhibition, parallel to the Steve McCurry exhibition, we want to kind of bring that commonality of the human experience back here, back locally. So going from the global experience that you see in Steve McCurry to the experience right here in the Mohawk Valley.
Lynn Brown's portraits of local refugees right outside of the McCurry exhibition really brings it home for Utica. I've been here a few times already, and I'm really looking forward to bringing friends and family so they can experience it as well.
There's always something happening at the historic Utica Public Library. This month, the library hosts the 2nd annual Fandemicon, Utica's pop culture convention.
It's a full day of family-friendly fandom fun. We have great guests from the comics field. We have a DJ playing electronic music all day, and activities for kids. Basically, it's all ages and family-friendly. Everything's PG-13 or less, and it's free, and we want people to have a good time.
Be there Saturday, August 20th for Fandemicon, a full day of free family fandom fun filled with gaming, comics, geeks, and pop culture vendors. From 10 to 5, Saturday, August 20th at the Utica Public Library.
Well, it's not what you take to give. Well, this year I want to live. Yes, I'm making this really my home.
When planning your family's future, turn to the principles of the past. Turn to Turnbull. Turnbull Insurance Service is an independent agency representing the most dependable companies for all your insurance needs, as well as complete financial planning and wealth management. Call today for a free assessment. The Steet Ponte Auto Group is proud to bring Mohawk Valley Living to you each week, serving the Utica area and the Valley with outstanding customer service. In Yorkville at Steet Ponte Ford Lincoln Mazda, Steet Ponte Volkswagen, and Steet Toyota Scion. And in Herkimer at Steet Ponte Chevrolet. Stop in and see why it's so easy to do business with Steet Ponte.
This spring and summer, visit Cooperstown and the Fenimore Art Museum's exciting new exhibition, Ansel Adams' Early Works. Study Adams' rare small-scale prints created between the 1920s and 1950s and discover how his photographic technique evolved through the decades. The Fenimore Art Museum overlooking Otsego Lake in Cooperstown. Great American art in a beautiful setting.
For more information, visit FenimoreArtMuseum.org.
Transitional items are arriving daily at the Village Crossing. The summer sales go on with 40 to 50% off summer fashion and 30% off shoes and totes at the Village Crossing in Clinton. When you shop Mealan's Market, you'll be the grill master. That's because every hot dog, beef patty, and sausage is made by Bob Mealan himself. Find everything for your next cookout, from store-made meats to fresh salads and tabbouleh, at Mealan's Market at the Four Corners in Clark Mills. Shop the 3,000 square feet spilling over with antiques at the Potting Shed, specializing in American coins, costume jewelry, and fine jewelry, as well as early lighting, stoneware, china, and furniture. The Potting Shed, over 40 years in the same location at 52 Oriskany Boulevard in Whitesboro. You keep saying you're going to do something about your back and joint pain. Call Dr. Michael Tucherone, one of the area's only K-laser therapy chiropractors, the most advanced non-invasive treatment of acute and chronic pain. Call 853-6225 and embark on your wellness journey today.
Your news, talk, and sports authority. Talk Radio, AM 1450, WKAL, Rome, Utica.
Population, almost 35,000. Final resting place of Francis Bellamy, the man who wrote the Pledge of Allegiance. This is a town that hasn't had much to celebrate as of late. Once known as Copper City for its wire mills, today most of those jobs are gone, and with them a thriving economy.
I do not believe that any of us would exchange places with any other people or any other generation. The energy, the faith, the devotion. And so, my fellow Americans, free at last, free at last, thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. Nobody is going to hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. We've got some difficult days ahead. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land.
We are on the farm at the Wurzek Farm in Herkimer, where they grow beautiful blueberries, and it's blueberry season, so come with us and pick some blueberries.
My dad started putting in blueberry plants around 1980. It took him about 5 years to get the 3,500 that we have now. My grandfather, though, purchased this land, I think it was 1950 or 1951. It was after the war. And they built a little house just over this way, and we used to have Black Angus up here. And when we got rid of the cattle, my dad started the blueberries. He said he wanted to have something to do so he wouldn't get bored when he retired, and he's 88 now.
Ah, so does he still come out to the farm?
Oh yeah, all the time. Well, it's kind of a little family reunion every summer. Well, we've got this great view here. We've got family that we get to see year round, once a year when we come here. I have aunts and uncles and cousins in the area. And just because it's special, because this was my grandparents' land and he kind of developed this. I've been walking this land since I was, 3, 4 years old with my dad, so it's just a wonderful place to come. We all live outside of the state, so it's nice to come here for the New York summers. We're always closed on Sundays, so we go up to the Adirondacks and spend a family day up there now and then. And it's just, we just all love it.
I had no idea that blueberry bushes could get to be 30, 35, even 40 years old. So please come on down, check out the beautiful view, and enjoy some gorgeous blueberries. Until next time, we'll see you on the farm.
Happy Sam's Banquet Center and Cocktail Lounge at the Ramada Inn in New Hartford is named for owner Sam Scampone's grandfather, Salvatore. He came to Utica from Italy in the early 1900s and opened a restaurant on Bleecker Street. Today, Sam carries on his family's tradition of food and hospitality.
When I was a kid, my uncles on my mother's side were all mechanics. I'm a car fanatic because of that. But I used to go hang around the garage, and I used to have dirty fingernails because I used to play around with the grease. And my grandfather and my grandmother told me, you don't have dirty fingernails. You are going to help your father in the restaurant business. So my destiny was their choice, but I'm glad because it's always taken very good care of me.
Happy Sam's Banquet Center and Cocktail Lounge is open Tuesday through Saturday 4 to 9, with fish fries, happy hour, and entertainment every Friday night. The banquet facilities are available for small and large gatherings. Call 737-3445.
Here's cheers to Black Fly Beers.
Great Camp Sagamore is a National Historic Landmark, and this was the wilderness retreat built by the Alfred Vanderbilt family and used for 50 years in the early part of the 20th century. We're constantly looking for sort of programs to educate people in the community and the region. And one of the things that I've been trying to do for the last couple of years was to sort of appeal to a variety of different audiences, to get new audiences to Sagamore, to appeal to sort of the locavorian craft flavor of the region. The craft beer industry sort of lends itself to that very well. So in 2012, and in cooperation with a number of people that I knew, friends and brewers, both amateur and professional, we started developing this program, and we're now in the 5th annual Black Fly Craft Beer Camp.
The event has really kind of grown to a major educational event. Each year we have a different theme. We've done a beer theme of English beers, UK brewing styles, German styles. We did the Belgian style this year. So next year we're going to focus on the history of brewing in America as our educational component on the history side, and which kind of opens things up to us as brewers. We can serve pretty much anything we make. It's one of the nicest events I get to do every year. We've got a nice educational component, and I can't think of a better place to go drink beer that time of year.
We have fun with the art of brewing and what really can happen and how different flavors can be created. Some of them don't sound that amusing.
I often think of it more of like an earthy sort of natural flavor, like if you smell dirt.
To me, that's kind of what it smells like. Some people refer to it as wet horse blankets. So if you're a foodie and you enjoy, you know, stinky cheese from France, this is right up your alley.
One of the reasons we scheduled the event for June is because it's a time when it's difficult for us to get people here. And we were really trying to sort of develop new programs, bring people in when we couldn't get them otherwise. And for whatever reason, people seem to be able to overlook the infestation of black flies when they come up to drink good beer.
There are all kinds of new businesses popping up in downtown Utica. On Varick Street, you can treat your sweet tooth to the So Sweet Candy Cafe. Margaret Rienzo's hobby has turned into a retirement career in the form of a cute little old-fashioned candy and coffee shop.
We started in 2005. We started making cookies at Christmas time, and people wanted cookie trays, so I started making cookie trays. And then that kind of turned into baking cookies for orders, and then we started doing candy and all that kind of stuff, and we ended up doing craft fairs and farmers markets and things like that after we got out of work. So after a while we decided it was time to try our own store. So the big seller is probably the fudge. The fudge goes the most because no place really in this area you can go and get. We have 9 different flavors most of the time. And our truffles and candies are really the most.
And you have a little sitting area coffee?
Yeah, we want to get more coffee. We have decaf and teas, and in the winter, maybe in the fall, we'll do some hot chocolates and things like that. So.
The So Sweet Candy Cafe is open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30, Saturday 8 to 4, Sunday 8 to 2, and is closed Tuesday. Located at 531 Varick Street in Utica.
The Mohawk Valley. Let's see what we can see.
For a truly original gift, shop the Artisan's Corner. You'll discover affordable original works of art. Handmade gifts by local artists, many who offer custom work for weddings and anniversaries. Open 7 days a week, and you can meet a different artist working every day. Visit the Artisan's Corner in Clinton and like them on Facebook. Come explore the new Newport Marketplace Top-Notch Garden Center, featuring vendors of antiques and vintage items. You'll also find all your garden needs at the new Newport Marketplace Top-Notch Garden Center on Main Street in Newport. Don't miss the 29th Annual Little Falls Canal Celebration August 8th through 14th, with a community picnic on Wednesday featuring live music from Circe, a barbecue, and fireworks. There's a parade on Friday and a car show on Sunday. Live music all weekend, fishing derby, Chicks Along the Canal, 10K run, and lots more at the 29th Annual Little Falls Canal Celebration August 8th through 14th. And save the date for the Garlic and Herb Festival September 10th. Bring the whole family to the Utica Public Library Saturday, August 20th for Utica's pop culture convention, Fandemicon. A free event full of comics, games, anime, cosplay, and special guests. Awesome events all day long at Fandemicon.
Welcome to the Little Falls Antique Center in the shops at 25 West. Come on in and browse thousands of unique items that change on a daily basis. Shop for yourself or for someone else. We're open every day from 10 to 5. We look forward to your visit here at historic Canal Place in Little Falls.
Tom's Natural Foods is your connection to local farms for natural and organic fruits and vegetables, meats, eggs, cheeses, and other milk products at Tom's Natural Foods in Clinton, naturally.
This summer, visit Cooperstown and the Fenimore Art Museum's exciting new exhibition, Toulouse-Lautrec in Bohemian Paris. Study Lautrec's rare sketches, drawings, books, albums, original posters, as well as several costumes from the Metropolitan Opera's productions of La Boheme.
For more information, visit FenimoreArtMuseum.org. The Fenimore Art Museum overlooking Otsego Lake in Cooperstown. Great American art in a beautiful setting.
Love daylilies? Then you must visit Sheep Run Daylily Farm in Newport during their open farm weekend, August 20th and 21st. Donna Gibbons Bell has a passion for daylilies. Her gardens are filled with hundreds of plants on display.
Oh, I found a daylily one fine day named Allison, and that's my daughter's name, so I bought it, and now I have 450 different daylilies. Well, once I started raising them, I found out that they were very resilient. They could grow anywhere, even here in my Zone 4 garden, and nothing killed them, and they were relatively free of insects and diseases, and just piled up after that.
Now you told me how many different varieties there are. Tell us a little bit about how you hybridize them and how many are there out there.
Well, it's my understanding that there are approximately 75,000 registered. That means there are probably many, many more that people are fooling around in their backyard like me and hybridizing. Hybridizing is very simple. Anybody can do it. Daylilies are either diploids or tetraploids, which is just a genetic thing. So you have to mate a tetraploid with a tetraploid and a diploid with a diploid. You take the pollen and you rub it on the stamen of another daylily. You pull the petals off, you maybe cover it with cheesecloth and see if it makes a seed. And if it does, you save the seed, put it in the fridge, and start the plants in February for us in the northern area.
So that can be addicting.
It is very addicting, yes.
Sheep Run Daylily Farm has an open farm weekend August 20th and 21st from 10 to 3 at 705 Newport Gray Road in Newport. Online at sheeprundaylily.com.
On today's episode of On the Couch with Gavin and Chris, we talk to the Utica Mural Project about turning Utica's buildings into art. To watch the full interview, head over to our Facebook page, facebook.com/onthecouchwgc.
All right, welcome back, folks, to On the Couch with Gavin and Chris.
On today's episode, we have the Utica Mural Project. What's up, guys?
Hello,
Welcome. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
I'm Tony Thompson.
I'm Meredith Leland.
I'm Michael Briggs. So can you guys tell us, I guess, what is the Utica Mural Project?
I guess really, it all kind of started, I met Tony a few years ago, and I admired his work, and I just moved back to Utica from New York City. And I saw Utica as this blank canvas. And I saw Tony. I said, Tony, what's your experience? Blah, blah, blah. We went to Rochester and saw that they had made some huge moves there. And Tony and I went there and saw how amazing it was. And fast forward a few years later, and Tony introduces me to Meredith, who was a patron of his. And she was kind of integral because she got our first job off the ground, actually.
Yeah.
And so we have one project finished and one in the works.
And some other cities are doing them. Like Michael said, Rochester, their wall therapy program. It's a mural project that's just absolutely amazing. And there's a whole list of other cities that are doing it.
When you think about Utica, one of the most iconic things we have is the big sun on Busy Corner.
Mm-hmm.
And that was painted in 1999, and it's kind of falling apart.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are trying to figure out how to fix that up and update it. But in the meantime, we can work in other neighborhoods.
Right. Everyone loves that. So
And that's
why
a
wouldn't you
perfect
want
example.
more of,
Yeah.
of that?
Exactly.
So thank you guys for being on the couch today. Really appreciate
Thank you
it.
for having us.
So to help spread the word about the Utica Mural Project, be sure to share this video just so people can learn more about what's going on with the Utica Mural Project. And also, thank you guys again for being here.
Yeah,
It's been
our
fun.
pleasure. Yeah.
And be sure to like the Facebook page. Just keep up to date with all the videos we're putting out. And we'll see you guys next time.
All right.
Sounds good.
Thank you guys.
If you guys want to sponsor On the Couch with Gavin and Chris, send us a message on Facebook and learn how.
The Steet Ponte Auto Group is proud to bring Mohawk Valley Living to you each week, serving the Utica area and the Valley with outstanding customer service. In Yorkville at Steet Ponte Ford Lincoln Mazda, Steet Ponte Volkswagen, and Steet Toyota Scion. And in Herkimer at Steet Ponte Chevrolet. Stop in and see why it's so easy to do business with Steet Ponte. You go the extra mile for your small business and should expect the same from your insurance company. For over 140 years, Turnbull Insurance Service has been committed to local small business. For your commercial coverage, turn to the company ready to go that extra mile. Turn to Turnbull. Buy the bushel and save at North Star Orchards. Take advantage of summer's bounty and stock up now for freezing and canning. Pick a peck of peppers. Choose from 8 varieties. Enjoy sweet nectarines and peaches from New York and Pennsylvania. Buy the bushel and save at North Star Orchards in Westmoreland.
The people you know, the rock you love, and more songs per hour. 92.7 FM The Drive, Central New York's locally owned independent rock station.
Expecting company? Just call Deansboro Superette. They prepare delicious Middle Eastern platters for any number of guests. Call 841-4377.
Few places bring the past and present together like the Farmers Museum in Cooperstown. Recently named one of the top 10 places where history comes to life by Good Morning America. Each weekend, costumed actors portray 19th century characters. Learn from knowledgeable interpreters. Ride the Empire State Carousel. Visit animals on the working farm.
There's fun for the whole family.
Step back in time at the Farmers Museum in Cooperstown, New York.
Don't miss the 29th annual Little Falls Canal Celebration August 8th through 14th with a community picnic on Wednesday featuring live music from Cersei, a barbecue, and fireworks. There's a parade on Friday and a car show on Sunday. Live music all weekend, fishing derby, Chicks Along the Canal 10K run, and lots more at the 29th annual Little Falls Canal Celebration August 8th through 14th. And save the date for the Garlic and Herb Festival September 10th.
August is always the time we look forward to because we have plenty of corn, plenty of those tomatoes you've been waiting a long, long time for, as well as the beans. And by now you've been picking zucchini for a while. Of course, it's the height of the season, so those that put it aside and put it away for the fall, you want to start now, look for the best crop to get it a good start on it. But don't forget, it's also the last little window of planting that second harvest. And that's going to be things that grow pretty quickly, like you can put cucumbers in. They take about 45 days. You can put beans in. You can put even beets if you like the baby beets. Lettuce always will go in. And then don't be afraid of some of the colder tolerant crops like kale could be put in at this point.